times. I'm based in Amsterdam. Why? Tell me.
Okay. So listen, the thing is, Mr. Vibes, the thing is,
why did you lie? Answer the question.
No. Let her respond. Can you just let her respond?
Which one is the lie? I thought everything that I said. You said
Jane, is that Jan? Can you mute your? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But anyway, host, for me, like, I'm not going to argue emotions. I'm going to argue facts. I said that, if I always had a voice about a situation, you just came right now, you made an example that is affirming the very statement that I said to you. You were like, oh, you make all these videos, you do this, you speak about the guy, you blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, yes, I just said I do that. And then you're like, okay, but South Africa, what is happening there? And I'm like, when I started talking here right before you after your response, I said, listen, I'm not one to not account for the things and the problems of South Africa. You see how I stood up here? It just proves what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, listen, you are not going to intimidate me as Untebo to being reduced to someone that does not have integrity, that does not speak.
We just caught you just now.
No, Mr. Vibes, I'm speaking.
Jesus Christ, this guy's lying.
Mr. Vibes, Mr. Vibes, and the reason why there is a platform and fairness and discussion and a debate, that's how people govern, is because everyone must be given a voice to speak. You understand? So my version of the truth, it cannot be a narrative that fits you. And then if I don't agree with you, you come and call me a liar. It's not going to work like that. You see, the same integrity that you say that, okay, I say I don't have integrity because then I was speaking for the guy when I was being bullied. That is a sign of integrity, Mr. Vibes. A person with integrity is the person that says, this is what I believe in. I believe in this. I don't believe in this because it's black this side and it's white this side. So it was in my right as a wife and a partner, when I see that my country people are doing something wrong, to call them out publicly.
All of us. So okay. I'll reply that. Wait, Mr. Jerry, let me say this and I'll drop.
Don't cut me off. Do not cut me off. Do not cut me off.
Let us speak.
That is a sign of integrity. A person of integrity stands for what is right. A person of integrity takes accountability of the problems of their people. So I, as a proud South African, I do take accountability of the problems of my people. If I saw an Afrophobic behavior, I'm not going to come on an online platform and say this behavior doesn't exist within the individuals. We have this problem in the system or whatever. But at the same time, I am the same person who's going to say, you live in Amsterdam and you want to argue the hypocrisy that I live in the United States and I'm speaking from a place of privilege. But at the end of the day, Mr. Vibes, you have never lived in South Africa. I have not lived in South Africa as a kid. I lived in South Africa where I was like old enough to even work. I've tasted both sides of the continent, and the Nigerians that are there in South Africa, you don't know these people. These are not people that came to South Africa on merit. No, Mr.
Please stop interjecting. Let us finish.
They did not come on. No, Mr. Vibes, listen. They did not come on merit, right? They did not come on merit to maybe study in South Africa. A lot of them.
How do you know? How do you know that?
No.
The statement she makes. This is the hypocrisy. How did you know that, though? When you just said there are Nigerians that are doctors there, but now they didn't come up with merit.
Do you know there are 5,000 Nigerians working there?
I did not say they did not all.
You just lied again.
I did not say they did not all. Do not cut me off.
There are 5,000 Nigerians working in your healthcare industry.
But why are you cutting me off? Because I'm not done even making my point. I'm not done making my point. So the fact that I'm saying that a majority of them people there is because I'm talking just from the standpoint of the undocumented people. They are great Nigerians, and you make it sound like I don't speak about those.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That do come and work in our country.
I want to ask you this question.
That do come and work in our country that contribute.
Let me ask you this question. You live in the United States. You live in the United States. Have you seen American citizens who are angry against illegal migrants roam the streets of the United States, shutting down migrant businesses and telling them to leave the United States? Is that happening in the United States?
No, let me tell you something, Jerry. Also, you must think...
Unaliving them.
No. Also, let me tell you something, Jerry. You must understand that your mind is a mindset of a Nigerian.
I don't live in Nigeria. I don't live in Nigeria as well.
Let me tell you.
Wait.
Jerry, please, let me answer this woman.
Let me engage her.
Respect our brother here. Respect our brother here. Excuse me. If you don't respect my brother here, you're going to face me.
1 minute, Janet. 1 minute. You guys should let me handle her.
Please let her talk. Please let her talk. Let us.
Let me say
You
this
don't
one.
even
1
know
minute.
what I'm trying to say by that.
Let her.
No, Jerry.
Guys, can you guys, everybody mute? Let me say this one. I am not irritated by what she's saying. I think I am. I'm a very open-minded person. I don't get irritated by little things. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. First of all, I am not. My ways of reasoning is not fixated on Nigerians. I've lived in the UK I came here quite young. I've lived in the UK for over 2 decades. You get me? I live in England, so it's not about my ways of reasoning is clouded by the Nigerian ways of thinking. It's absolutely false. But I don't get offended by it. But let me say this to you. The question I asked you, I want an answer from you. You living in the United States, are Americans allowed to roam the streets because they are more illegal? There are times 10 the numbers of illegal migrants in the United States compared to South Africa. Are Americans allowed to roam the streets and ask illegal migrants to live in the United States or shut down their business? Do you think that is possible in America, in the United States? That's the question I asked.
Jerry, I answered the question. I said no. I did answer the question.
Okay,
I said
what's the question?
no. I did. Jerry.
No, you didn't answer. Answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
Answer
You
it.
didn't
Yes
answer.
or no?
I'm talking to Jerry. I'm talking to Jerry. Whoa.
She's talking to me. Please, everybody, let me hear.
Emotions down, Metuna, and let's have a conversation here. So I'm saying that, Jerry, I said, and I keep repeating that I will never not be the one to take accountability of the flaws of South Africa or the South African system. But right now, all I'm saying is that we are addressing our government. And if we are saying people...
That's not my
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I know you are addressing your government.
Reflecting is insane.
I'm asking you about the United States. You live in the United States. Would that happen in America?
The United States has its own constitution, guys. The United States, we have our own constitution.
Tell me where in South Africa. Okay,
it is in our constitution.
Since you are going there.
Put this like
Yes or no?
You're making me speak.
Jerry, I'm saying you need to understand.
Okay, since citizens.
Jerry, I'm saying you need to understand that it's their constitutional right. It's their constitutional right to march.
Tell me where in South Africa. Okay, wait.
They have constitutional rights to unalive other Africans.
The constitution. It's something that they have a right to do.
Wait 1 minute. Tell me where in South Africa.
It doesn't have to be violent, yes, but it is something they have a right to do.
Listen.
They have a right to march.
Where in the South Africa constitution that says South African citizens have the right to chase migrants on the street and shut down their businesses? Where in South African constitution is written?
That is an imperfect revolution. It is not a constitution. Yes. It is not a constitution. The
So
revolution can be imperfect anyway. So do not make that the identity of South African government, because South African government has opened its doors and has given opportunity to migrants. So now when we the people are saying at the end of the day, let's hold all government for controlling the situation. We're not saying
You are a migrant. You are a migrant yourself.
Mr. Jerry, can I
Jerry, then why are you making it sound like I am? Why are you making it sound like I hate Nigerians? Please.
Why do you want to push that narrative? Why do you want to push that narrative? I am not pushing no narrative. I'm not saying, guys. Let me engage her, please. Excuse me, guys. Let me engage her. I don't know about her story. I'm only knowing it today for the point. I know her.
So the illegal migrants are only the blacks, not the Asians, not the non-Pakistanis, not the Indians, not the whites.
Can you I don't know. Let me say this to her. The reason I brought you up is because
thank you, Jerry.
I brought you up because of what because somebody brought to my attention what you were saying about Nigerians or West African men. If you who lives in the United States understand the rule of law, I think you are more exposed than those back home because you're well traveled, you're well educated, you worked in a well structured country,
which is why I can blog just like you.
Well, you are more at a better position to educate your people by telling them what they are doing is wrong. If you are siding them or encouraging them to do same, that means you are not educating them enough, because you are supposed to be an example to your own people by telling them that what you're doing is wrong.
I said how they are doing it is wrong, not what. How they are doing it is wrong, not what. It needs to be done.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, please, can I give my take now?
Please, I just want to
it was
ask
my
this lady
turn.
a question,
JJ, please
please.
wait, please, my brother. Please, just wait. I'll just give me the
I'm
time.
going to give you 1 minute.
Oh, Jerry, come on, man. She said a lot of things. But anyways.
No, I'm not putting to speak.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I wanted to say, but anyways, in terms of, you said something, it's quite funny. You said I'm in Amsterdam. Oh, I didn't judge you that you migrated there. It was the things that your people say. They say Nigerians are orphans, that they travel everywhere, and there are South Africans
that don't condone that. I don't condone that.
Please, just wait. I have 1 minute. Please wait. And you said, oh, I'm a Nigerian. I've not been to South Africa. Who told you I've not been there? I've been there. And again, I also left very young, just like Mr. Jerry. I've been in Europe.
You don't leave there.
Let me speak, please. I've also been in Europe since I was 12 years old. Yeah, relax yourself. So I've been to South Africa too. I've been there before, and I've seen Nigerians that do proper things in your country too. And you yourself, you contradicted by saying, oh, you went there because I think you studied theater and stuff. You do there, you sing, and you have some West African friends over there, even Nigerians. But then in the same breath, you said most of the Nigerians there that you know are not really excelling. And I remember one Igbo brother that came that said Nigerians are doing well there. And again,
I didn't say that, Mr.
Wait, you said
no.
it. You keep lying. Just wait, let me finish. It's okay. Again, and you said just now, you said most of the Nigerians in South Africa are undocumented. How did you know these things? Where did you carry out the data? Where did you carry out the survey? How did you know these things? But you assumed, you said you were trying to make it look as if the Nigerians in South Africa are different breed. And again,
they are though. But they are. But they are though.
It's okay. You lie.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let me allow JJ to speak.
We're not talking about everyone. It happens everywhere when people migrate without marrying. If you can just open your country for everyone, you're gonna get anyone.
Wait, let me say
it's my turn, everybody.
Can I just answer a question?
See, life is. Let me say this.
Why don't you talk about what your people are doing, guys?
Let me say.
Can I answer a question?
Let me say this. See, you're talking as if South Africa is the only country that has illegal migration. When I came to the United States, let me say this. 1 minute. Listen. Just calm down 1 minute. When I came to the United Kingdom, I didn't come from Nigeria with a British passport. No, I did not. But today, I have a British passport. Nobody leaves their country with a residential document of the country they are going to. You have to go through a process in order for you to have those documents. There is a process that you have to go through. So nobody leaves their country and becomes a citizen overnight or have the resident of that country. There has to be a process. A lot of people come into a country illegally. In the long run, they become legal residents by them regularizing their status. And that is how it is done. So South Africa is not an exemption. This notion that everybody must come to South Africa legally or obtain a resident permit from their country is not. It's ridiculous.
Mr. Jerry.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't work that way.
Mr. Jerry, most Nigerians that go there apply for visas.
Mr. Jerry.
Nigerians that go there apply for visas. Are there some cases?
Yes, I think no Nigerian. See, no Nigerian.
Please wait. Are there some Nigerians that overstay their visas? Yes.
No Nigerian comes into South Africa illegally. They might be overstayers.
Same.
Every Nigerian that came to South Africa came there legally.
With their visas.
They might overstay their visa. There's a difference between illegal migration and
guys, they enter through these Lesotho's and Zimbabweans. They enter there illegally.
Those
this
are
has been an existing problem that you guys don't want to talk about.
Those are your neighbors. They can
no,
come in.
it's the Nigerians who do that.
All the South Africans living abroad.
No, guys.
Mr. Jerry.
Okay, let's say it's not Nigerians. Okay, let's say hypocritically. Let's say it was not Nigerians. Let's say it was other. Let's say it was Lesothoans and we are full in South Africa. Are the South Africans wrong to exercise their constitutional right and say to the government, this thing is overwhelming. What are we going to do? Because our people, it's compromising our people. It's compromising our people.
So only the blacks,
let me ask you a question.
are a problem.
Only the blacks. Jerry,
only the blacks are a problem. Only the blacks. The whites, the Asians are not a problem.
The people who are
undocumented are not a problem.
The large population of
people.
The large population of undocumented people, those people.
Can I answer a question?
Yeah, answer a question. What is it?
Untombi, number one,
Yeah.
Why is it that none of you have ever used your platform to say, why are these people not documented? So that when they commit crime, it's easy for them to be traced. You guys, none of you have ever used your platform to say, let's document these people that are here. It's only this man from EFF that will always speak to say, document these people, give them a document so that we can easily trace them. All you guys just say, Ahambe, go. No, there is no country in the world that doesn't have people migrating.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, please. Let me ask you one question, right? So right now, if you in your house, right, you had one loaf of bread and you're like, okay, my kids are going to fit in the 50% of this bread, right? And I'm going to be left with the 50% of this bread. This is for me to accommodate anybody who comes to my home. As long as they knock at the door. As long as they knock at the door. When they knock at the door, then I'll be able to know, okay, this 50% is enough. I'm accommodating this number of people because I can keep track of what's happening. So you want to tell me that if you wake up with your one loaf of bread and then you just realize that, damn, around me, I'm surrounded by like another 50% that I didn't even know of. You understand? I can't even track these people. And then even when South Africa was attempting to say the people must come forward, some of them people, they don't want to come forward because they ran to South Africa because these people, they see the system is loose and these people are criminals.
They ran.
Just yesterday, on the July 5th, the guy from Zimbabwe, right, was arrested. The guy that everybody been looking for, who shot his wife and the kids in the UK. You know where he was found? In the Republic of Xenophobic South Africa, baby, because that's the one place if you are a criminal, you can just
because he knows
they are just nice. They must just take anything from anybody. Mina, guys, thank you so much for having me.
Wait, I'm not fighting her.
No, wait.